Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you some asopao de gandules con jamon. That is pigeon pea soup with rice and ham. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you love asopao as much as I do, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. First and foremost, I would like to welcome the fall with open arms, and now this is where our dishes get nice, warm, and hearty. So be ready for some fall and winter recipes, which are my faves. So I'll show you how to make this quick and easy, delicious recipe. Of course, Emelys Way. Let's get into it. Here's a quick preview of all of the ingredients that I'll be using today. Of course, I'll have all of the ingredients listed down in the description box below, so go ahead and check that out. If you have any questions on where to find any of these ingredients, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Jumping right into it, I go ahead and cubed up my smoked ham steak. I got this ham steak at Walmart. Any grocery store will have them. If you're in like a Hispanic area, you can let them know that you are looking for jamon para cocinar de sopa. So you can definitely ask for that. If not, just go to Walmart and get a ham steak. I prefer the smoked one. So cube it up, and we're gonna saute it in your pot with some olive oil, onions, and garlic so we can bring out that ham flavor. If you notice on the stove top behind, I have a pot full of boiling water, so we can add that in once we need water for the recipe. Okay, so let's start making this delicious. I'm gonna add some olives, of course that's optional. Then we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of sofrito. Give it a mix. So depending on how many people you're feeding, you're gonna wanna add at least 2 cans of gandules. Of course, this is asopao de gandules, and I just love having a lot of them in there. If you're not a person that is a fan of a lot of like beans in your asopao, then just use 1 can. But I personally love a lot of gandules in my asopao. Now is the time where we're gonna add our water that we had boiling on the stove, so it won't slow down the cooking process. That's why I boil it. So you're gonna just add enough water so that it'll go about maybe about 2 to 3 inches above the ingredients that you've already put in there. So give that a good mix and then let it come up to a boil so that we can add the rest of the ingredients. Okay guys, so our water is nice and hot. Now we're gonna add some papa y calabaza, which is some potatoes and some pumpkin. So if you do not have any access to pumpkin, that's totally fine, but I strongly recommend you adding to this because it gives that beautiful orangey rich color to your asopao. Next, we're gonna add about half of this salsa de tomate. Now we're gonna add our seasoning packets. Right here I have a ham flavor packet de goya. This one is reduced sodium. You can use the regular one, that's not a problem. So it'll just bring out more of that ham flavor. Then we're gonna go in with, of course, a packet of sazon so we can add some nice color to that. We're gonna continue to season with some black pepper. Then we're gonna go in with some cumin, not too much, just a couple sprinkles. Then we're gonna go in with some oregano, of course, my very best friend, because I love how oregano tastes. Alright, so let's give that a good mix, and then this is where I'm gonna taste it for salt. So the salt that I'm going to be using is going to be with adobo. So So usually I'll use regular salt, but I just wanted an extra kick of flavor, so I'm gonna salt it up with some adobo. Don't put in too much, that way later on, once the soup is almost boiled and done, you can taste it for some more salt. We're gonna brighten up the dish and add some fresh cilantro. You can add as much or as little as you want. I just grabbed a couple of sprigs and just throw that in there for that cilantro freshness. So the soup has been boiling for a little bit, so now is the time where you're gonna add a cup of washed rice. I use medium grain rice. You wanna put the lid on it and let it boil for about 20 minutes. While the rice is cooking, you wanna go in there periodically and give it a stir so that the rice is not sticking or burning to the bottom of the pan. So like I said, keep checking on that rice. It's almost done. You're gonna wanna check your potatoes. I personally like my potatoes a little firmer, but if you like them a lot softer, you can definitely let that go for a longer amount of time. Taste it again for some salt because we're almost done. If you need to add some, this is where you're gonna add it and let the soup boil for another 10 to 15 minutes on a medium-low heat. And just, let it do its thing. Don't forget to keep checking on the soup. At this point, the rice is going to suck up a lot of the moisture. So if you had to continue to add water, please do so if you want to. Some people like it thicker, some people like it more soup-like, but it's in between a soup and a gumbo. So that's how I like to, adjust it. So this is where I'm going to check to see if everything is cooked nice and perfectly. I give it one last taste and I'm ready to serve. My grandmother gifted me this plate set just in time. They made for a beautiful presentation and was perfect for the asopao. Thank you, Mommy. There you have it, guys, my recipe for asopao de gandules y jamon. Wow, this dish was so delicious and it was perfect because it's starting to get a little cold outside. Oh my God, you won't be disappointed. Please, if you do try this recipe, go ahead and send me a message on my Instagram or comment down below. Like I said, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, right now would be the best time to do so. I really appreciate it. And do not forget to give this video a like. Please share. And again, follow me on TikTok and on Instagram at Emelys Way. All that will be in the link in the description box below. Thank you so much and see you next time.